Hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Sharon, Zadkiel here with a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising for the second half of September 2020. Please be reminded that I'm not a spiritual master or a guru, so what comes out in the reading today, cards flying out everywhere, are the energies as they sit here and now. You have free will. May you be blessed with good choices. What do my universe wants me to know? My beautiful Cancerians, the energy sitting underneath this reading for you today is the gorgeous Seven of Wands. So you are actually coming from the higher ground, so to speak, and winning is within reach. You will need to, however, pick your battles, pick your tasks, pick your projects, and pick your people one at a time. It's going to be a case of prioritizing tasks, prioritizing people, and addressing one issue as it arises. If you look at the big picture with the current astrological energies, please go and visit my Instagram. The link is down below, and I also have a little astrological update, energy update video down below as well. And please do your own research. But the energy is quite volatile, it is quite combustible, and it is going to be that way for the next 12 months to 2 years. So you really do come into the second half of September really looking at what has gone on for you over the last 12 months, 2 years. There has been massive shifts. You are still, for whatever reason, again, general reading, so it will resonate and be an individual scenario for each of you. But you do have the Two of Wands. So many of you have been and are holding on to past situations, past people, past beliefs a little bit too firmly. It's time to let them go. Everything's changed. The world that we knew is no longer in existence. The world that we lived in and functioned in is changing and changing rapidly, and it is going to require you to use your maturity through the earned successes that you and the things that you have achieved over the last 12 months to really focus on the world that you wish to create right at this particular point in time. This is, for me, energetically an evolutionary adaptation period, and those that will survive and thrive in the new paradigm that we find ourselves will be those that can adapt, that can shift, and can let go of things that no longer serve them, people, places, and things that no longer serve them, and move towards and grasp the new opportunities that this new world, in inverted commas, brings with us. It will require strength of will to do this. But you do have the Queen of Cups, so this is, the energy of a beautiful female individual in this case, but again, we have both female and male within us all. So there is an individual that is around you, my beautiful Cancerians, that is very emotionally supportive, that will help you make the adjustments and the changes to bring in and allow you to release and surrender that which needs to go, so that you can allow the new beginnings and destiny working on your behalf with the Wheel of Fortune, allowing you to start reaping some of the rewards that are yours. Allow fate to take its course. Opportunities will arise. There will be beginnings and endings for many of you. And it's going to be a case of, again, really, how can I put it? It's a time for you, my beautiful Cancerians, of actually going within and finding that joyful, youthful place to make decisions from. Instead of feeling the very heavy, very adult energy, very old energy that is around, it's time for that old energy to go. It's time for that heaviness to be lifted, even though we'll find that extremely difficult over the next few months. But if we can link in to those energies, those youthful energies, those passionate youthful energies, and allow yourself, with the Hermit card, to be your own guiding light. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo individual, but the Hermit for me is a card to use your caution and discretion and seek your own wise advice at this point in time. Allow yourself to be your own guiding star. Yes, seek advice where that is needed, but then take that mullet over and really look at what is in your best interests, allowing the Wheel of Fortune to bring in those new beginnings. But these new beginnings cannot start to unfold until you finally let go of the old patterns, the old habits, the old belief systems. I know personally my own belief system has changed quite dramatically over the last, it would be 12 months to 2 years. I always see the Knight of Wands as a time card. So, okay, what else do we have here? Yeah. So there will be opposition and problems and four gains with the Five of Pentacles here, but I think that is more of internal conflict for you as you try and navigate and make that decision to move away from the past, move away from the difficulty, move away from the obstacles and the troubles, and travel towards the calmer water. It's time to get out of the volatility. It's time to get away from the toxicity. It's time to allow destiny to work on your behalf and to allow yourself to reap the rewards. Allow your own inner intuition. My mouth will get into gear eventually. Excuse me. And go within. For those of you that do practice meditation, allow those messages from Source to come through during those times of quietening your mind. Allow those inner conflict and, arguments, whether they be internal, and with the current Mars retrograde, there may be external aggression coming at you as well. And it's like, choose your battles wisely at this particular point in time. Is it worth standing your ground? Is it worth explaining exactly where you're coming from to try and make the other individual or group of individuals understand? Or is it best for you just to walk away, just to leave it? And I think for many of you, for your own mental health and stability, it is going to be better for you to move away, and you will make that decision, and the universe will provide the opportunities for you through the beautiful Wheel of Fortune to, allow destiny to work for you. We don't manifest, I don't keep on saying that, but it's something that is a theme that keeps on revolving, and when the messages come through, I just send them out. So, we really need to remember that we don't manifest what we want, we manifest what we believe. So it is a case of going within, having the inner dialogue and the conflict at times when our external reality doesn't match our internal belief system. So we can either switch our internal belief system to match our external circumstances, or we can shift which is more important, is to shift our internal belief systems so that we can attract towards us the external environment that we want. But when we do that, we sometimes have to let people, places and things go. And with the Six of Swords here, many of you, dear hearts, will be traveling away from the conflict, traveling away from the volatility towards calmer waters, because that's what we want. We want to, if we can, stay away from the divisiveness, stay away from the racism. If we do find that, racist thoughts do come in on whatever side of the fence you are on, is to really ask yourself the question, why? Why are you thinking that? Is it old belief systems and old tapes? And if so, erase them and start writing new tapes for yourself. Okay, what would the angels most like my beautiful Cancerians tonight. It's going to be a case of you really deciding what it is that you want in your world. What kind of a world do you want to be looking at? Who do you want to take with you? Who do you want to leave behind? What internal blockages are there that are preventing you from bringing towards yourself the world that you want to see? And the card and the message from the angels for you, my beautiful dear hearts, is acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love, and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. With, Mars having just gone retrograde in Aries, things are combustible. There are other aspects as well. There's squares and all sorts of things. Do your own research. But there are times when, we will really need to do a lot of work, and as you can hear by my throat, for you in particular, on your throat chakra, so that we can speak from a heart place. We can speak from compassion, empathy, and unconditional love, rather than the knee-jerk, volatile, aggressive one-upmanship that can come with the current energies that are occurring. This is not a time to win the battles. This is a time to pick your battles carefully. And is it worth you saying things that you may later regret, or simply just walking away from now? When the energies settle and everybody is a little bit more like themselves and has a little bit of patience around them, you can come back to them and the issue if you so desire. But acceptance of the reality as you find it, and then looking at ways that you can adapt and work within the new paradigm that we find ourselves, is going to be key for everyone. And it's fundamentally important to come from that compassionate, heart-linked space. So if you do find, when conflict does surround you, that you have said things that you can't take back, then, start the healing process. Take responsibility for your part in getting to that place. Love, light, namaste, Sharon.